attracted to what they're attracted to.
Yeah.
Like I can't get mad. Oh, you don't want to date me because I got 2 kids? All right. I can't get mad. I can't be salty.
That's fair.
That's fair. It's just like, all right, I know what it is now.
Yeah. I never understood
I'm
that.
sure there have been women that, found me less attractive because I already had 2 kids. Cool. All right.
It is what it is.
Moving on.
Yeah, I don't understand. I had a girl get mad at me one time. I said I didn't like bigger girls. And she was like, what if a girl says she didn't like broke dudes? I was like, then I ain't the one for her.
Right. That's fine.
Like, my bank account says don't date me.
Fair enough.
Why would I be mad at that?
Right. You can't get mad at that.
And she thought it was gonna get under my skin. I'm like, well, then I don't.
That's her prerogative.
Yeah, she can do that. That's fine.
Yeah. I feel it.
Why would I be mad at that?
That's what's up.
Oh, you got us again.
Sneaky bastard.
Got us
Sick
again.
of it.
We are back.
We back with another episode of Daddy Issues. I always want to say we back with another issue of Daddy Issues, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think I got the right sheet.
I got the. I'm ready to dive into.
Oh, you got the right sheet.
I'm ready to dive.
So let's talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just jump right in.
You married with kids. Everything, you married to the mother of your kids, everything. You got the nuclear family going. Not everybody has that, certain people break up. 50-50. Child support. Do you think that a man has to pay his child's mother child support if they have split custody 50-50? And what if he makes significantly more than she does or she is unemployed?
They have 50-50. I don't think he should have to legally do child support. My issue with child support is it's just a set amount. It's not like directly. It should be a case by case. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How do I word this?
Case by case basis.
Yeah, but like even with that, because it is case by case technically, but like my issue is it should be based on the relationship the father has or mother has with the child.
Right.
Like, this guy is killing it as a dad, sees his kids regularly, is always pitching in, paying for it. Why are you taking him to court?
Right.
Like, for what? I have a friend who, when her and her dude split, the first thing her mom and her sisters said to her was take him to court. And she was like, for what?
Right.
He keeps him just as much as I do.
Right.
He pays just as much. Why would I take him? For what?
Right.
And that's my issue with a lot of child support. Some dudes need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes need to go to court because they're just trash.
Right.
But if it's 50-50 custody and he's doing his thing and,
right.
They got T-ball sign-ups. All right, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll go do it myself. Like,
right.
What? Why should I have to pay child support? I don't understand that.
Right. I feel like they bringing in the courts for no reason.
Yeah.
And, I ain't with it. I am not with it, man. Like, if they doing right by the kids, it's a real 50-50 split. They taking them to school some days. They over at the house some days, all of that. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What child support? I'm already supporting the child. I'm paying for classes. I'm paying for books. I'm paying for this. Picking them up, buying clothes. What else you need?
Now, some people say, and I agree, they say if the child lives primarily with one parent, the other parent should kick in. Electricity ain't free, water ain't free.
Right.
Kicking a little bit, which I think so, but I shouldn't be paying half of your bills.
No.
But if, let's say I got the kid, on weekends, you got him 5 days a week.
Right.
Then, yeah, I should throw in on some of them bills
right.
and food and stuff because you got them more than I do.
Right. I'm feeling that too.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you should. But even that, I don't think there should be child support. Let's talk it out. The problem is people aren't mature enough to be co-parents. It's really what it comes down to. People cannot be mature enough to be co-parents, or one of the parents is so trash you're forced to do this.
Right.
But
communication is the key too.
If you're mature enough to do it, and you say your bills is this much, I'll throw in a little bit on that because he's over there or she's over there like that. So, but if you got 50-50 split and it's legit 50-50, like half stay with me, half stay with you, then just that's it. And we go halves on school trips and whatever else, and he stay with me, he stay with me. When she stay with you, she stay with you, or whatever, and then that's just it.
Right. And then on the unemployed tip, my question is, why are you unemployed?
Yeah.
And those circumstances as well, you know what I'm saying? If they put their whole life on hold to raise kids, and then you had a split, then that's a different situation. But if you're just sitting up here just not working, why not?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? While they in school, what are you doing?
Yeah, like if I set it up to where you didn't have to work and then left you,
yeah, that's
then hell,
dynamic.
I should be paying. But if we just not working and not work, like,
right,
well, I'm paying just because I have a better job.
And then what you gonna do when the kids leave? When they 18 and out of there? What you gonna do? What you gonna do as a parent with no job? You're like, I'll raise kids for a living. Those kids will get old and leave. Then what are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you providing for yourself? Because once child support is only till 18 or 20 in some states, then it's a done deal. What are you doing?
And again, it does depend on why you're not working.
Right.
Definitely. Because I've seen that situation where the lady put her life on hold, and dude, he's well off or whatever, and it just dips out.
Yeah.
And like, shit, I ain't worked in years. Like,
yeah.
And that's when I believe in spousal support. I usually don't believe in that, but I believe in that case.
Right.
Like, well, I was at home because this is what you wanted me to do, or this is what we decided as a team to do, and then the game changed. Now, do I think
you left me for another woman?
Yeah.
And now, you got to kick in on some of that.
Yeah. Now, do I think spousal support should be forever or until you get remarried?
Absolutely
no.
not.
Hell no. I know there's women that's purposely not getting married again just to stay on spousal support, and that's trash.
I'm not feeling it.
That's super trash.
I'm not feeling it, man. I know a dude, he didn't keep up his end of the bargain. Kick in that spousal support, but you should look at spousal support as a temporary thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You should be like, all right, so he left me, I got to get my own, and then you got to start working.
There should be a time limit on spousal support for sure.
You can't just be sitting up there just reaping the benefits from here on out while you ain't doing nothing.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not with it. It's just as a person, I'm just not attracted to people that just won't work.
Yeah.
Like, raising kids is a job. But once some kids are gone, you got to do something. You can't just be chilling. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? That's just unattractive to me.
Very.
Like,
and if you're not going to work, you got to be volunteering somewhere, or like
you got to be doing
something. Or like I'm shocked at how many people don't work and have the nerve to have like a nanny, a maid. What are you doing?
Right.
Like, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
You don't work and you got help? What are you doing? If you're not going to work, then you are the nanny and the maid and everything. And that's father or, mother, husband or wife. If you a stay-at-home husband.
When I was a stay-at-home husband, I was taking the kids to school. I was signing them up for school, taking them to school, doing all of that, and cooking, making plates. And, that's not what I saw for myself.
Yeah.
That wasn't the vision I had for Tony Baker. But that's what I was doing, But since I'm be home, I'm going to clean up, hold the kids down, I'm going to cook dinner, dishes done.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you not working, it's not even about contributing. It's about, like, when I wasn't working, and then when comedy wasn't making, like, money and she was going to work, that stuff would be done for, I didn't want her coming home to a dirty house, to food not being, like, she shouldn't have to wait on. What am I doing all day?
Exactly. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing all day?
The one time she came home and I was playing Xbox, I felt like hot trash. I felt like hot trash. I was like, I got a job after that. I was like, I can't do this.
I don't understand the people who want to live off somebody else. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Right. And she was very valid in feeling like, I ain't feeling this. I'm like, you right.
Yeah.
You right.
So 50-50. Child support is tricky, man. Child support should only be a thing if one of the parents is trash. Other than that, work it out.
Right. Communicate.
Like, communicate.
America.
Yeah, just get together. If a couple shared bad habits, such as heavy drinking, when they meet and had a child, do you think it's unfair for one to get clean and expect the other to as well? If they split, do you think custody should go to the clean parent?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not even a
custody
question.
Is a clean parent. Out the gate.
Yeah, easy.
That's the easy part of the question.
The first part, I mean, if y'all came into it trash and one was like, we should do better, The other one don't want to do better. I think obviously y'all grown apart. I think y'all need to go your separate ways.
Yeah, man.
If I'm trying to get my life together and you still want to do the BS, nah, I gotta go.
Yeah. I don't think it's unfair to hope that they do better, but if they don't, you got to be out of there.
Especially if you have a kid.
Drinking is no good for children or your body.
Yeah.
So, hopefully that other person comes around. If they don't, just be out of there. No, even.
I think because the question says, let me see. Yeah, and they had a child. I feel like that child should make both of y'all want to do better.
Right.
So it's not unfair for me to want you to do better because I'm trying to do better because we have this kid.
Right.
We was partying, doing meth, heroin, everything else, but now we have a kid. We both got to do better for this kid.
We got to slow down.
That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I don't think that's unfair at all because the kid's involved. Now, if y'all just in a relationship and one's like, I'm tired of this, well, then y'all just break up.
Yeah. The walk away. Because you got to, man. Or else y'all just going to crumble together as a couple.
Yeah. And once kids get involved, just so much changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care what you was doing. You just got to.
You're no longer living for yourself. Once you have a kid, it's all about them.
Being a parent is the most unselfish thing ever.
Right. It should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Like everything, how you eat your meals. Every little thing is different now.
Yeah. The
time you spend doing whatever. Once you have them, you should make a lot of changes.
But I also believe, and this is something me and Kev on stage was talking about, you also, as a parent, it's dope to, put your kids first and give your all into them, but you have to have a life too.
Absolutely.
And some parents just pour it all into the kids. And Kev brought up the movie Fatherhood or Boyhood, one of those, where the movie actually, they filmed it over a number of years. So you actually see the actor grow up within the movie. Like he started out as a kid and it took them like 16 years to make the movie. And so Patricia Arquette, who played the mom, was like, I put my whole life into raising you, and now that he's gone, what do I have? Yeah. What am I doing? And like, you don't want to be that parent. And it hit Kev because like, because he always felt bad for being on the road so much, away from the boys. But it's like, you also have to have a life as well.
You do.
And your kids will get old enough to be like, all right, I get it. My kids, even though I'll be feeling guilty, my kids are old enough to be like, I get it. And I see my son looking at me now. Like, I see him looking at what I'm doing with, like, respect. Like,
yeah.
Dad out here, doing this thing. Now he wants to kind of do something in that vein. And so I'm like, all right, I'm not doing, the wrong thing.
Yeah, they get it. Like, if you never there, that's different.
That's different.
Like, you have some people who have memories. Like, I just remember my dad stopping in real quick, and then he's back on another business trip over there. He was never around. I just want him to be there.
Right.
I get that, but as far as just working or going out, some people, and from what I've seen, it seems to be like women do it more. Like, this kid is my life now, and it's like, no,
don't make them your entire life.
That can't be your life, and especially if you're in a relationship, it's y'all, and then these kids. I'm sorry, Like if you guys was building first before you had these kids, y'all got to still continue to build.
Right.
Like a lot of relationships fail when the kids get involved because one parent dives into this kid. Well, what about me?
Right.
Like, how did you forget we was already rocking?
And when the kids leave the nest,
and then what?
It's just gonna be you two again.
Yeah.
So you always gotta be mindful of the end game. Like your kids are gonna grow old. They're gonna leave. They're gonna get married, and then it's gonna be you by yourself or you and your partner. And that's got to be healthy too. That's got to be nurtured, time put in, cared for.
This is balance. Like that's we going out tonight.
Our job as parents is to make sure that they grow to quality adults.
Yeah,
and they move, they leave, or they can stay. They can stay, but.
I think parents also forget that they have their own things they want to do.
Exactly.
So you don't have to dive into sometimes they don't want to be around you.
Exactly.
Sometimes they want to go play with their friends and go do so.
I've been there.
Yeah. So go to Tony
I've been there.
I know what it's like.
I feel every piece of that.
So you got to have your own stuff because they want to do their own. They don't want to be up under you all day.
Exactly. And that's what you would want from your kids. You want that independence. Ultimately, it's gonna hurt your little feelings, but hey, man. Ultimately, it's what happens.
That's what you want.
They still gonna love you, but they got their own lives now.
I remember after a certain age, like me and my brothers, like we doing our own. Like we don't want to be like game night, family movie night, whatever. But for the most part, we doing us. Y'all go do whatever it is that y'all do.
Right.
We used to look forward when they be like, we going out tonight. We be like, yes. Yeah. House to ourselves. They be like, Keon, you handle make the dinner, make sure everybody. I was like, I got it.
I've been waiting for this.
As soon as they leave, pandemonium.
Yeah.
And it was fun, as long as we cleaned it up before they got back. But go on your little dates. They would go to movies and stuff all the time.
Yeah. I think that's important, man.
You gotta do that. People,
it's not healthy to pour your whole life into the kid.
Then it gets weird. Then your child and parent relationship gets weird too. Like you've seen people, it's like, y'all dating? Like this is weird. It shouldn't be like that. Y'all shouldn't be. You see a lot with mothers and sons. It's like it shouldn't be like that. Like that's weird.
It's a weird dynamic.
Yeah, that's your mom or your son, but that's not your man.
Right.
That's weird.
My kid.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
That's your prince, man. Chill.
Yeah, that stuff be hella weird to me. I'll be like, I don't.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so back on the whole thing. Like if y'all drunks in the beginning, and then you cleaning your act up. If you got a dip.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing down that alcoholism path but liver disease.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so get out of there.
If
they can't get clean with you, you tried. You gave it your all.
Yeah. You gotta, but that kid, you gotta make sacrifice for the kid.
Absolutely.
Just what it is. I don't want to do a lot of stuff I do, but needs to be done. Think I like getting up at 5:30?
Man, I don't envy you at all. Just stay out of the group chat that early.
It's not me.
Man, just ignore DC. Just ignore him.
I'll be like, I did ignore him first, but then Chaz jumped in. I was like, well, we're here now. My phone be like, do. I'm like, oh. There's no reason for DC to be up like that.
5:30
no reason for this.
DC Irvin is up for no reason.
Then going back to sleep from like 8 to 12. Just stay asleep.
So strong. It was full convo going on yesterday morning. I was like, what's happening here? I was heated.
And I was already pissed because Keelan woke up and he was just up. He didn't go back to sleep, so he was just up. And then we went to school, and I was just like, I'm just up now.
Yeah, man. Sick of it.
Because he had to pee. I almost wish he still peed on himself. Like, stop getting up to pee, man. Coming in and he be in a good mood when he comes in our room, too.
Yeah, man.
Like, he don't even be on the sleepy tip. Like, he came in the other morning. He walked up to my bed. I heard the rumbling. I heard him jump out his bed, and I heard the footsteps. I saw an album. He came in. He was like, and I was like, why are you happy? It's so early. And he comes on my side because her side is all the way, around the king side.
So he comes to you first.
So he comes on my side every time, and he's like, Daddy. I'm like, what? I got potty. Like, come on, man.
Man, good times, man. I don't miss that. Don't miss that at all.
He be jumping in the bed, too.
Don't miss it at all. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate it when the kids would come into bed, and I got the morning wood going.
Oh, it's the worst.
And they just hopping in there, Don't get impaled, kids. Watch out. Because they just hop in.
Yeah, they don't care. I don't even feel comfortable when they hop in the bed. I sleep in my drawers, and like you said, morning wood, I feel like, just wait.
Just let me
pee.
Let me get acclimated to life.
He's just hopping in. And then he don't know how to just, he's at the age now where he don't know how to be still. Mm-hmm. He's in full Marvel mode at all times. So he got in the bed the other day. It's 5:30. I'm like, why don't you lay down in between me and mommy? I try to roll over and go back to sleep. And he kicking me in the back. All I hear is tss, tss, tss. He's putting me in Spider-Man webs, shooting at the ceiling. It's pitch black, and he's shooting at the ceiling. I see him. And I was like, you know what, just get up. We just went downstairs. I was like, what is the point of me trying to sleep?
Right.
And you're in full action figure
full action mode, man. Web slinging is up. What's their bedtime?
So we haven't had an argument about it yet, but I'm like, yo, they need to go to bed. Because she gets home at like 6:37. Mm-hmm. And so she still wants to, I want to spend time with them. Right. Well, Keelan had to get up this morning, and he was trashed trying to get up because he stayed up till 10:30 last night.
Oh, wow. That's mad late.
And I'm like, and he keeps getting, I got to pee. And she's taking her sweet time because she wants to, I'm like, they need to be in the bed. Yeah. Because I got to get him up in the morning, and he's trash. Mm-hmm. And then he didn't want to get up this morning because they're going to bed too late. Yeah. So I'm like, they need to be in the bed. I know you want to spend time, whatever, but they got to go to sleep.
Right.
You don't start. So lately, I just been trying to take it in my own hands. Like, I'll start the baths at 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, they going to be ready to go to sleep by the time you walk in. So you could just play with them, eat, whatever. But then she want to start the process of brushing the teeth at 9. I'm like, and then I'm like, you've been reading stories, brushing teeth. It's been an hour. It's 10 o'clock now. Why is this taking so long?
Yeah.
Well, he had to do that, and he said he was hungry again. Of course he is. He ate dinner at 6.
Right.
Now he's hungry again because it's 10 o'clock.
Y'all got to meet in the middle. Maybe like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Well, they used to both go to bed at 8. And now it's been back later, and then he was sick and everything like that. But now that he's back in his routine, I'm putting them down for their naps, at 1. They wake up. I'm like, no, like, they need to go to bed. So this morning, the way I said it, I was letting her know, like, after I came back, after dropping them off, like, yo, they need to go to bed on time. She was like, okay. Like almost like, why are you telling me? I'm like, because you're the one keeping them up.
Right.
So they need to go to bed on time.
Right.
They're trash in the morning. and then they taking these ridiculous naps.
Right.
Because I'm waking them up. So Keelan slept for 4 hours yesterday. They naps used to be 2 hours. He slept from 1 to 5.
Man.
Because he's exhausted because he's getting up early and staying up late.
Yeah, man. Because my homegirl that came to the show in El Paso, she's like, yeah, my kids go to bed at 6:30 every now. I'm like, 6:30?
But they probably be up at 5.
Yeah, you know they're going to be up at 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, 6:30? Like,
I want an 8 o'clock bedtime.
Yeah, man. 8 o'clock, man. And that to give Carter, a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
She got to come in hot. She got to come in ready. Like, all right, kids.
And then she, I'm going on the weekends a lot anyway, so you got the whole weekends.
Oh, yeah, weekends.
To do like weekends, I'm be honest, I'm an absentee father on the weekends. Mm-hmm. On the weekends, because that's her time to catch up.
Right.
For the week. And they want to be around her. They've been, so she'd be like, you want to go, to the park? I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I had them Monday through Friday for majority of the day.
Right.
You go ahead and do what you do, and y'all do, whatever. Our backyard's done finally. We finally got the backyard done.
Okay.
So now they can play back there and go. She was like, when we get the backyard done, you always say you're going to be out there when it's done.
You ain't going to be out there?
I am when I get my grill. When we get the grill.
Oh, the grill. You're going to be grilling it up?
Oh, I'm about to be out there for no
Chilling
reason.
And grilling.
Because it's nice, too.
Yeah.
I got to show y'all. It's nice. Next time I come over.
He got the lotion. He got the lotion, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I forgot how we even got on.
It's funny how Kendrick in here coughing, no mouth coverage.
Oh, no.
Kids are filth.
Disgusting.
They just be coughing. Like, good. And then, it's kind of good that he doesn't cover his mouth because he be touching everything. So, it all balances out. But the particles are in the room.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And we breathing them in. So if I get sick,
you,
my friend, I'm going to wake you up crying.
And I got to fly out Friday.
Oh, man.
So I need this to get out. It's almost done, though. I could tell because the stuff I'm coughing up is super thick.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost done.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I'll be good by tomorrow.
I got to fly out tonight.
Hey, where y'all going?
It's just me. I go to Dayton.
Oh, yeah. To do the Funny Bone?
The Funny Bizone.
I got to fly out Friday, and I get back. I'm gone for a week, and then I get back.
You doing a ship?
The Norwegian. I got to ask you about that, too, when
Wait,
you're done.
All right. Yeah, we were talking about that. Nobody want to hear about that.
Yeah. Just the rules and stuff. 'Cause I'm like, I read that rule sheet, and I was like, wait, hold on.
Well, they got the rule sheet, but it's usually different every time you get on the ship.
Yeah. What about the clothes? You really got to wear slacks and stuff like that?
No.
Okay.
I don't be wearing, no.
You just got to look presentable.
But they always present that.
Yeah.
But they not.
I get it because they probably comics is y'all don't know this. Comics are filth. They are trash. They are just
comics are filthy.
They're just they just walk around. It's just it's just disgusting.
Right.
Like the way the average comic dresses too. Not in LA so much, but that way they just nasty. You look gross.
Right.
You look like you slept on pizza boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get that on tip because comics are just filth.
Right. Yeah, man. Anyway, you don't know what we talking about, like a cruise ship comedy, they got like a dress code, like, if you're walking around on the ship, they want you to wear a certain type of attire, if you will. Usually, like for me, I work out when I'm on the ship, so I'll just be in like my gym clothes, which is like Adidas pants and like a t-shirt or a shirt with no sleeves.
Yeah, they were fine with that?
Yeah, nobody ever said anything ever.
What about after 6 though? That's when they say it's supposed to be.
Well, normally after 6, I'm
time.
usually doing a show,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I have on my show clothes during that time. Or if I don't feel like, really getting dressed, I'll kind of stay on the outskirts. Like I'll go outside to get to the other side to go up to eat, and then I come back. But if I never really hang out.
Yeah,
I just go eat and then go back to my room.
That's all. I mean, I don't want to be confined to the room though.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
It's like we don't care about.
We don't care about this.
But you know what's crazy? The stuff that I think people don't care about, they be all in.
They be all in, man.
They be watching our stories. Yeah, they just want to know because Cotty brought up something the other day. She was like, I don't understand why we're in public. You're so reserved, so quiet, and when you're around your friends or when you're lively at the house, you're crazy. Yeah. Why are you so quiet? Because some lady in the grocery store was like, your husband doesn't really talk. And like, he's quiet, reserved. And I was like, because this job is so much look at me all the time, and you're always on, that when I'm in a public setting, I don't want the attention because I don't want to make it seem like it's like, yo, still look at me. You know, so I was just like, she was like, well, that makes sense. I'm glad you told me 7 years later. She always thought I didn't like her friends and stuff like that because I was quiet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was like, no, I just don't want to be the center of attention.
Right.
Because that's what I do for a living.
Right. Yep.
And then people are so, everybody else got regular jobs. So as soon as they find out what you do, they got a billion questions they want to know. And then once again, you're the center of attention. And I was like, so I just don't want to be that.
Yep.
So I'm quiet.
Chilling.
And she was like, I just thought you didn't like my friends and my families. And I was like, no, I just don't want to be.
Right.
And people are so fascinated with it. Like they want to know what we're doing on these ships and who we meet and what, even our day-to-days. What y'all be doing? And it's like, I just want to.
And I just got to turn it off. Like, because, I'm on, when I'm at the comedy club, on stage, and then after, when people, they fans of yours, you got to give them the energy. Yeah. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Then when I'm just chilling and when I'm on social media, if I'm doing a story or whatever, I'm on again. And like, man, people be like, man, what does he like to live with? I just be chilling. I'll be reading comic books, watching Netflix, just chilling, reserved. Sometimes I might get silly. Sometimes I'm chilling again. Yeah. Like, it can be exhausting. And so, but at the same time, a lot of times I'm alone. Like, I'm alone. Yeah. I'm by myself. I'll be chilling.
Which I like.
Yeah, like, I got no issue being alone. Like, I'll just be chilling by myself, at the movies by myself, just, And
by my goddamn self.
I'm kind of more creative alone, too. Like, I do mad voiceovers when I'm by myself.
Yeah.
When I'm with the crew on tour, it's hard for me because I don't want people seeing me do it.
Yeah.
I like to go hide.
I don't like nobody seeing me do my
videos. I did one voiceover where it was a deer with like foliage over his face. So it was like he was trying to camouflage. So I did that in front of the hotel, and the tour manager was in the car waiting for us to get in. And I was like, man, he can see me. All right, I'm gonna just still film.
Yeah.
So I was over there by the bushes, so I can get I needed the outside noise to match the video.
Yeah.
I was just like, I got to do this video real quick. But yeah, we're not on all the time, and like I just be chill. Like last night, I was at the Factory for Ruben's show, and it was a great show, man. It was
that lineup looked fire.
It was a great show, and people was just excited. It was just a lot. I had to talk to a lot of people like after, like, yo, got this new app. What's up, Tony? I saw taking pictures, and then how we making sure my girl is good because she was with me and waiting. So I was just like. There's a lot of energy expended. And plus, I haven't been feeling 100% because of the dizzy spell. So it's just like, And so I do like to chill and just be like, let me just chill.
And you brought up something when you were talking. Like, I don't think people understand, like, social media is energy.
It's energy, man.
Like, when I'm responding to everybody and going back and forth, like, I'm engaged in this.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm up when I'm texting. I'm like, oh, crazy, man. Or like when you ask a question and you get all these responses,
right? And
you're actually answering them, and it's energy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get a chance to just relax, I just be chilling.
Yeah.
In social media, I'm still on, Plus, I know what it's like to be around that person that's always on. We know so many comics
like, turn it
who
off.
never turn it off, and they are the most annoying people on earth.
Annoying.
We chilling, and they're like running bits by you.
What you think about this?
Or trying to make everything funny. We're having a normal conversation,
right?
And you're trying to do your jokes in here, and just trying to entertain us. It's like, stop
it, man. Turn it off. And
so I like to turn it off every chance I get.
I avoid comedians like that. That's always on. I just be like,
me and DC was having a convo once at Flappers, and this comic, I won't say his name, kept trying to butt in on me and DC's conversation, and he trying what, and we was ignoring him on purpose because we're talking,
right? And
then he kept trying to crack jokes, and finally DC couldn't take it. He's like, my man, we're talking right now. Like, we are having a conversation, and I'm dying because I seen him snap. Like, yo, like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, the conversation we were having was a kind of group chat conversation. Yeah. So it was like, so we were purposely leaving out details. Right. And he's like, who? We're not talking to you.
Right.
Like, go somewhere, man. And he kept trying to just be, and he was on, like, trying to crack jokes. And we was like, shut up. And DC snapped, I died.
What did he do after the snap?
He just kind of faded out. He was just like, all right. Because he just finally was like, yo, man, we're talking. You don't see us talking?
I love it, man. Like, turn it off.
Yeah, turn it. I don't like it. I don't like to always turn on. Or, like, even on the social media, when your combo said, it's always that comment that comes in and tries to top the joke that's coming. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Like, this video or this caption was already funny.
Right.
Why are you adding to this?
Man. I know why people add now. They throw in a little joke in the comments so they can get likes on the comment and then they get traffic to their page. Because I got people that just pull up just to do a joke in the comment section. So I get that.
But I don't even feel comfortable doing that if it's not somebody I know. I pull up on yours and Kev's page a lot, Keenan. I know y'all, but I'm not going to pull up on, like, people I don't know like that page trying to steal their like, I don't.
Trying to get some shine.
I don't need that. Like, but I get it on the tip, like people do. If you roasting each other, I get it.
Right.
But then I don't like the people who come in on, I said something on Preacher's page the other day and somebody came in. I was like, first of all, this is my friend in real life. I don't know you.
Right.
I can talk to him however I want. I don't need you butting in trying to save him, whatever. Like, I'm talking to my man's right here.
Right.
Like, you shut your mouth. But I'm trying not to be crazy to his fans, because it's his page. You know what I mean? But I'm not talking to you, bro.
Right. Yeah, man. It's weird out here in these social media.
It's so weird.
So weird. But I want to get better at handling my emotions on social media. Because people be like, "You emotional?" I'm like, I'm an emotional person. So what? I own it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like, nothing bothers me. Stuff bothers me very easily. I'll tell anybody anywhere I'm easily annoyed by people. And that's an emotion. So it's like, like that dude that accused me of, like, man, you just kissing Hollywood ass just to be like. Then he was like, well, why you emotional? Because I am, man. You just came from my blackness.
I never get involved. I just be liking y'all good points.
Yeah,
because I'm the complete opposite.
Right.
Like, when I get the annoying people on my page, I never respond. I just ignore them.
I'll be pulling up, but I can't help it. I always be like, I'm gonna just ignore this. This one dude wrote 3 Stephen King linked novels in my comment section on Facebook. He was just because initially I posted a video about Liam Neeson. Yeah, and he was like, man, how long you gonna talk about it? Wasn't even that many posts. It was just I posted about it, and then I did the Tony Baker randomly. So it's like, and then continuing the conversation, you know what I mean? And so he was just like, how long you gonna do this? I just responded like, shut your ass up. That was my initial response. And then he just went in, and then he was like, and then he started critiquing my comedy. He was just like, man, you keep doing the same stuff, and then you keep reposting stuff like it's new. And I was like, first of all, this is free content. You're not paying for anything. If you want to see me do something new, come pay to see me.
Exactly.
That's what I get paid to do. And then he was like, "Come, Peters, you ain't." He went in. He was like, "You ain't Chris Rock, Kevin Hart." He went in.
Then why are you following me? That's what I don't understand.
That's what I said. I was like, "Why are you following?" "Oh, I just see you because other people post." He was like, "Yeah, whatever." So if you only see me, how would you even know what I'm posting on the regular? And then he went in. So I posted his face on my Facebook. I was like, "Ladies, smash or pass." So I went in, roasted him up, and then here come the tight asses. This is just not cool. You're bullying him. Well, I was like, let me post what he said to me.
Yeah.
And then I posted that. They were like, oh, okay.
And I don't like that. I don't like how, whether it's athletes, us on social media, whatever, why are we supposed to just take it all the time?
Exactly.
That doesn't.
Why we gotta.
This video just came out. Austin Rivers is walking down, and somebody was like, "Your dad sucks."
Yeah.
He's like, "What'd you say?" And the dude probably didn't think Austin was going to respond.
Right.
Austin was like, "What'd you say?" Nothing. I didn't say. And that's what I don't like. You guys are on social media and stuff. You're big, bad, and bold.
Right.
On social media, you want to take shots. You just come for no reason.
For no reason.
Come for people all the time, whatever. And then when we respond, now we bullies.
Now we bad. Now we in the wrong.
Mind you, in person, none of this happens.
Right. It never. People talk differently.
At shows, it's all love.
Yep.
But social media, now you want to be.
Everybody feel like they can say whatever that they would never say to your face. You know what I'm saying? There's like a chosen few that will give you a critique in your face right there in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, they just saying whatever. And then, but this dude went in, man. He wrote in the novels he wrote, so emotional. It's just like he's like, "You ever come to New York?" I was like, "I'm coming to New York in June."
Oh, I remember that. That was the dude that wanted to fight you.
Yeah, this was like this weekend.
Yeah,
man. And I was like, this dude wrote 2 novels. I don't even know if I'm done with him yet because I want to send him the flyer to the New York show.
Hilarious.
Because he lives in Brooklyn, and he was like, "Nobody heard of you out here." I'm like, New York is like my biggest fan base. I didn't tell him that, but I was just thinking it like
that's my second under LA.
Yeah,
New York,
man.
Then Atlanta, Houston. And I forgot where else.
Yeah, mine is like Chicago, New York. They always
Chicago's in there
places.
too.
Yeah,
Chicago's in there too.
Because they the biggest city, so it's like LA is too low. Sick of it.
My LA is.
I'm out here. I'm out here.
What I don't like about mine is the Bay Area is no longer on my thing, and I was like, what are y'all doing?
You talking about Facebook or Instagram?
It used to be LA. And then different cities in the Bay. Okay. And then now, the Bay has completely dropped off.
That's because there's not enough people. Because if you think about it, you got L.A., you got the major cities as your top cities. That's true. Flooding in.
Because when I had the Bay, it was like San Francisco, San Jose. It was different.
It's the
different markets.
Thing. Yeah. You get the more detailed breakdown on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it goes.
I gotta go check.
You get all the cities. Instagram only give you 5.
Yeah.
So you'll get the better details.
I was
on
like,
Facebook.
Y'all not loving me at home no more. What happened? I saw it. I was like happy on one end, like that my fan base is growing. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I was like,
they still there. It's just
these
bigger cities they get more people. But once you look into your Facebook, that way it breaks down all the cities, and you'll see it'll say fans or like followers. And then you'll get the complete. I gotta go in there. The complete breakdown. Facebook gives you a detailed breakdown.
Dope.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. We can go to questions from the audience. Pooby from Texas. Pooby from Texas.
That's definitely a family nickname,
right? What is the man's perspective on infertility in women? Do y'all feel like it's your fault or do you blame her? If it's you, would you feel like less of a man? If after years of marriage and no children, how would you feel? That's a tough one because clearly we can't relate because, we got kids. But, I feel like there shouldn't be any blame at all. Like it's just a medical thing.
Yeah.
It's just, biology. I would hope that people looking to have kids, you go to the doctor to see what's exactly wrong. Whether it's the male or the female, and then you just go from there. I feel like it shouldn't be any shaming involved for sure, but it just depends on The biology of the couple.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff happens. Would I feel like less of a man? I don't know. Maybe.
If I couldn't have kids and really wanted them, I don't know if I would really feel like less of a man. Like if my penis didn't get hard, then yes. that would I'd be like, man, I feel like. But fertility,
I mean, I get it because it's like technically, you take everything else aside, religion, all that stuff, and just biologically, that's what we're supposed to do.
right?
So I get it on how people be like, well, what am I here? Like, what purpose do I serve if I can't reproduce?
Yeah.
So I get it.
I feel like we live in an overpopulated world as is.
Well, people are having less kids now.
And so if I really wasn't passionate about having a kid, it really wouldn't mess with me too much.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't mind. But it's easy for me to say having 2 kids. So it's like a different dynamic. Shoot, I don't even know if I'm still fertile now. I don't know.
I don't even know.
I could be.
I'm about to get surgery.
I could be whacked down there. I wouldn't even know it at this point. But I don't want to take no chances. But you know what I mean. So I don't know. I definitely wouldn't make the woman feel guilty or ashamed or blamed if she couldn't, because that's just the ultimate in feeling right there.
Yeah.
Especially, nobody wants to feel like they're just not good enough.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Right.
Especially if it's something y'all both want.
Mm-hmm.
And I know couples who, like, people knew that up front and gave them the option to leave early. Like, I can't have kids, or it's gonna be difficult. So,
right.
I
feel like you should always do that. Like if you know what you're bringing to the table or not, you should let it be known up front. Like I can't give you kids.
Yeah. How you want to play it
early on, Yeah. Don't spring it later. Like you've known this for years, and then you just now knowing they wanted kids.
Yeah,
and that's jacked up. But communication, man, always be real. Early on, out the gate.
BD Wag Johansson. You got all these lowercase and uppercase letter.
Right.
Asks, when is appropriate age to leave your kids home by themselves? Right now, this age. Just let him look. He got his own water. He's good.
Uh-huh.
I think it depends. I know times are different,
mm-hmm.
but I remember my mom and dad leaving us. I was 6, 7.
Oh, wow.
And, just to run to the store real quick or whatever. You know the rules. Don't answer the door. Don't, answer the phone. Stay in the back.
Right.
That was it. Be quiet. And, don't touch. I feel like that was more common before. Now, like, people wouldn't dare think of it.
I feel like we were left home alone earlier and more often back in the day. Like, I was riding buses to school by myself in, like, fifth grade.
Yeah.
Like city bus.
Oh, yeah, that's too.
Not the school bus. So
that's too.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, I would have to wait for my older brother to come get me, and then we would walk home together. So it just depended on, that. But I still felt like I was alone a lot.
Yeah,
fifth grade. I forget how old that is.
Fifth grade, you'd be 9, 10.
Yeah. So, and then, I was home alone a few times before that. But I always had like a brother there or whatever. Yeah. But
by fifth grade, though, I felt like I was old.
Yeah, I felt like a grown.
Like looking back, I'm only 9, 10 years old. But
yeah,
we even like by the time we were like third grade, you're 8. And I remember my mom being like, "I'll be back," and we'd be like, "All right."
Yeah, I feel like I had a full beard then. Like I feel like then I look like I do right now. That's what you feel like internally. Like,
and I guess when you're that age, we didn't really. My mom be like, "I'll be back." We so involved in our games and whatnot.
I didn't care. Like I didn't. I didn't want to be home alone at night. Only because I was scared of scary movies and I thought they would come and collect me. I thought Jack Nicholson from The Shining would come get me as soon as my mom left at night. In the daytime, I'm all good.
Lock the door, don't answer the phone.
All good.
And I remember when people wouldn't ring the doorbell, we'd be like, shh, shh, shh. And we go peek, do this little thing, see who it was. But
I remember that.
We didn't answer. We just
We would look through the little mailbox, the mail slot on the door. Like after they walked away, then I would open it and look to see who it was. And I see them walking away.
And then we had the number to call, like call so and so down the street if something happens or whatever. So I think shit, young, as long as you have that dynamic of a community, one where you know your neighbors, they can check in on the kids and whatnot, and how you raise your kids. Like we were left alone all the time, and it was fine.
Yep. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, kids mess up. Like, cut to the story I told on the previous episode of me shoving stuff through a burnt screen. Some kids just ain't ready to be left home alone. But, that's neither here nor there. So it just really depends on the parents, the kids.
I do believe in community, though, because we definitely knew whose house to go to if something went wrong.
I feel like we're losing community nowadays. I feel like we becoming more it's just us. And I hate that. I love community. I love hearing noise in my neighborhood. I love hearing people laughing, fighting, making a lot of noise, party down. I like that.
Yeah, like I can't. In my neighborhood now, we know our immediate neighbors.
Yeah.
And then the black neighbors that live around the corner.
Like when your neighbor came out for 4th of July, just like sharing the fireworks, that I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or they brought, like, when we were gone, they'll bring our trashes in, stuff like that. Like, I'm like,
stuff like that, I like
that. I remember going as a kid, my mom being like, man, I need an egg. Go down the street to so-and-so house, get an egg.
So much stuff.
Go get or my friend knock on the door. My mom needs some flour. All right.
I like that.
Yeah, like, we definitely are losing that.
Yeah. That was definitely all about it. I forgot about the going to bar stuff.
Yeah, we see all the time.
They got some eggs down there.
Yeah. Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Granted, in my neighborhood too, though, it was like how you said your Chicago neighborhood got more and more black. Mm-hmm. My neighborhood was a suburb, but it seemed like on my block, I don't know what the deal was, all the black families moved on my block.
Yeah.
Our whole street was black families.
Mm-hmm.
So, naturally, and everybody had kids. So the parents would be outside talking, chopping it up, and the kids be outside playing. And then I knew every neighbor.
Right.
From 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 4 or 5 houses down on my whole. I knew every neighbor.
Right.
Parents and the kids.
Yeah.
So it was just.
I like that.
Not a big deal. The neighbor next door used to take us to school. Mm. My friend down the street, his mom used to take us before. Before that. Carrie lived 2 houses down. My friend Carrie, you met him. And that was like our second family. And then my dad's friend, our neighbor to the right, my dad used to go hoop with him and the other neighbor. Uh-huh. And then, we knew all. So if they ever saw us outside, they'd be like, hey, man, you supposed to be doing it? Nah, you right.
You right about that.
Yeah, so it was a community. We knew everybody.
I miss that, man. Like, I don't know none of my neighbors' names.
I just know
like
my
I speak to them, but I don't know, But I feel like I'm a good neighbor. Like, I had, an older couple that, the man, he fell and he got a nasty cut. So I made sure he was good to go and stuff like that. Yeah. And then his son came like, man, thank you for looking out for my parents. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So I built that rapport. Yeah. But it's just like, but the neighbors just pull up to complain, and that's the only time you see them. Yeah. You know what I mean? But thankfully, my neighbors have been cool with my game nights lately. Because, we be in there loud, having a good time. Sometimes it goes late, and they ain't been tripping. So I'm thankful for that. But, man, another question from Quentin Reynolds.
Oh, I know him.
Quentin Reynolds has 2 questions and a statement. A, Baker, what's the best gift you've ever received from your kids? For me, the best gift that I've received from my kids, man, good grades. But like an actual gift, I would say they just got me these Bose headphones that I really like. They got them for me this past Christmas. You know what? They got me this dope Bulls jacket too that I always wear.
You always wearing that jacket. Yeah. Is that why? Because the boys got it.
The boys got it, and it's my heaviest coat. Yeah, it's like because it'd be cold out there. So probably those 2 gifts are probably my favorites. That I can think of just off top. And then his second question is for you.
Yeah, it says, Polly, if your kids grew up to have no athleticism, will that affect you? # Westbrook sucks. Hilarious. I know this guy from Facebook. I think he's from my hometown, I believe. as far as my kids not being athletic, like I want them to play sports, but I think I'm at a point where I just don't care anymore. Like I want to get involved because I think my mom and dad had a good time at our sport, like watching us play. Like looking back at the tapes, that they was all in. And I think it's fun to watch your kids play sports and whatnot.
It is.
But as far as them like doing it like that, like I want them to do it, just try it. But if they end up being phenomenal pianists or playing, I don't care.
Right.
And plus that, because I don't know anything about that, I would probably be hyped seeing him at a recital. Yeah. I'm like, play that. I'd be like Kevin Hart's dad, doing too much, like making an athletic event. But I'd be like, my son's killing the piano,
working the keys.
But I think that would be cool if they was that. We like music, Dad, and we want to learn to play guitar. And they had a little band or something. Like, I'd be like, I'd be putting them all on YouTube, or I'm gonna be into whatever they into. I want them to play sports. But I'm being whatever they into.
Right.
I'd be like, if they a dope artist and they draw pictures. Because as I've gotten older, I appreciate different things more too. It used to be all about sports.
Right.
But now I can see somebody drew a picture. I'm like, man, that's a dope picture. Like, or, they really played. That kid, that 4-year-old that was playing the drums that went viral.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I would love for that to be my son.
Right.
He was killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it. At 4.
At 4,
that's some prodigy stuff. He was too good for 4. He's different. But I was like, that's dope.
Yeah, man.
Like if I had that, I would not care if he was shooting jumper, if he was playing that drums like that.
I just want my kids to be interested in something and happy with it.
Yeah.
That's all I want, man. It'd be nice to be a phenom in something, but they don't have to be that either. Just as long as they, long as they excited about something and really into something, I'm good.
Something that gives them a drive and a focus.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I just enjoy him doing that.
Yeah.
Learning how to put what boxes in what. He's smart. Learning how to put what boxes. But that's another thing I see when I was talking about the previous podcast, Keelan being the older brother. He'll, on the iPad, he shows him how to do the games. I taught him one time. I was cooking dinner and I turned around. He had his arm around him. He was like, this one goes here.
Yeah.
Showing, I was like,
that's dope.
He be looking out.
That's dope, man. He's feeling his role.
He's in, man. He's a dope older brother.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope to see. You're like, as a parent, you'd be like, all right.
And then watching them do that, I probably will. Going back to the last question, I'm gonna lead him. I'm gonna be like, watch out for your brother. Like when they get older.
Yeah.
I'm running the store real quick. Y'all hold it down. Make sure y'all don't do anything.
Right
I trust him. Like I trust that he'll.
And we got cell phones now, what I'm saying?
Here's my number. Y'all know how to you know how to work these iPads. You know how to use a cell phone.
We were riskier back in the 80s when there was no cell phone to reach your parents. And they would leave us at the crib. Now you got you can be on live the whole trip to the store with your kids on FaceTime.
We got cameras in the house.
Cameras in the house, cameras at the doorbell.
Yeah. It's actually nowadays it should be easier to leave your kids at the house. You can see everything.
It should be easier now. We were risky back in the days, man. You don't know what's going on.
Now you can see everything.
Everything. The whole shebang. Yeah, man.
That's weird that people coddle their kids more now when there's more reasons not to.
Yeah, because the news and the media, we're more scared now.
It's ridiculous.
It's like, they're coming up. Stephen Eccles asks, what is some advice you could give me on being a comedian or doing comedy skits on YouTube or Instagram? I don't know where to start. Well, the advice on being a comedian, if you want to do stand-up, I recommend coming up with a set, like at least 5 minutes.
Most places you only need 3 at first.
You only need 3. I say just have 5 prepared.
Yeah, because you're going to fly through that 3.
Right.
You're going to do the 3 in a minute and a half because you're nervous.
You're nervous.
Yeah.
You ain't going to get the laughs time to settle in. And just do open mics. Just do open mics over and over again, repeatedly. Keep going to open mics. Doing skits on YouTube and Instagram, the key to that is just be prepared to do it consistently. Be prepared to do it consistently and often. If you do one skit every now and then, that's not really gonna catch fire.
Nah.
Even if one goes viral, you still gotta have stuff to back it up with. So
I just learned.
You gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep doing it often, repeatedly, and that way you build a following that way. But you gotta be consistent with your output.
Yeah. To keep it real, the starting of whatever you do is easy.
Yeah.
Starting something is super easy.
Right.
But can you keep doing it?
Can you keep doing it?
Anybody can go to open mic one time.
Mm-hmm.
Will you go every day? Will you go every week? Will you make it a habit? The videos, like Tony said, will you keep putting them out?
Right.
And put out whatever you want. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
People always, there's no formula for this. There's no, do whatever you like. Tony didn't intend on being the animal voice guy. Tony was putting those out. They was funny. One hit. They didn't give him credit. All the comics jumped on and said, this is Tony Baker. It blew up. He just continued to do them. It is what it is. Right. That wasn't on purpose. It was just, I like doing this. Mm-hmm. You know, my lyrics thing, I just like doing it.
Right.
One hit.
Boom.
And then people started liking them. We want more. Now, you know, but I was just having fun. Mm-hmm. Do whatever you want. Right. If people get it eventually, if it's true to you, and just do whatever you want that you think is funny, that you think is fun. Hell, even if it ain't funny, if you like it,
and don't force nothing. Don't force it, because if you force it, you're gonna start to hate it, and then boom, bow. Everything that I've done, as far as comedy in my career, I've done it consistently. Like when I did my first open mic, I went every single day after that, and there hasn't been, since I've been doing stand up, there hasn't been more than 7 days where I haven't hit a stage. 7 days is my longest stretch with no shows, and that was because I had surgery. Anything on the 8th day, I was back on the stage. It's kind of ridiculous. I should have sat my ass down. That's probably why I'm raggedy now. But
I used to take long early. I used to take long breaks.
Yeah, it was like ever since I started, it's never been an 8-day stretch where I haven't got up.
Yeah, I remember one time I had to headline a show, do 35 minutes, and I hadn't been on stage in a month.
Man, like
I just was like, I got this show coming up, and I just didn't care.
Right.
But consistently, definitely, over the last 2 years, I've gotten way more consistent, and everything has gone better.
Consistency is the key to life, man. It might have been. I probably took like maybe a family trip. That might have been more. No, because I remember I had to get out of town because it was a blizzard and I had a show in Portland. Yeah, I don't think it's been anything longer than 7 days. But you ain't got to be that ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. It's just giving you an example of like, you know, consistency.
Pretty much.
That's the key. That is the key. Anyway, y'all. Another episode of Daddy Issues.
Hope it was long enough.
Right.
It was on our ass, man.
Make them longer. Y'all really don't want to hear my podcast, Verbal Cardio. 30 minutes. And I cut it off when it comes back. Don't forget, if you got questions, ask us on the YouTube page, and we'll tackle them on future episodes. Don't DM questions. Just put them in the YouTube comment section. We'll get to them. You can find me at Tony Baker Comedy on everything. TonyBakerComedy.com is the move. You can find Keon
at Keon Poley on everything. Keon, and go to my Facebook fan page. I got to build that up. Instagram is doing well, but I got to build up the Facebook. Go on there if y'all like it. And thank y'all. Our numbers keep growing, so thank y'all.
Thank y'all for listening, man.
For listening. I asked a question on my page, like, how did you start following me?
Mm.
And, you know, shows, videos, whatever. Right. But a lot of people came from the podcast.
Daddy,
because I love y'all podcast.
Yes.
You know, if you're listening, I tune in every Wednesday, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And thank y'all for telling. I see y'all telling friends. I see y'all tagging your fathers or tagging your friends. And so thank y'all.
Right.
A lot.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams, man. Kevin Costner.
Good movie.
Yeah. You know what? I haven't seen it. I finally saw pieces of it. I just never watched it. Growing up, when it was out fresh, I just didn't like the poster. I was like, he's just standing there with his legs crossed. But I was peeping it in a hotel this weekend. I was like, I know it made $64 million at the box office.
The ending is good. Like
he saw his dad.
Yeah, and he got to. Only thing I hated about the movie, and it bugs me to this day, he was like, "Dad, do you want to have a catch?"
Oh yeah.
Not do you want to toss the ball around? Not do you want to play catch? Do you want to have a catch? I was like, who talks like that?
You want to have a catch?
You want to have a catch?
He was
catch
British.
what? I don't want to catch nothing you got.
Right. I thought we was in Iowa, man. How'd you get British?
That was the only, and it bugged me to this day.
Yeah.
Like, why did you say that?
Yeah.
And he said it multiple times. Like, you want to have a catch? I'm like, what what are you talking about?
Yeah, I heard that. Right as I was leaving the hotel room, he said that. I kind of wanted to finish it up. You want to have a catch? I was like, that's weird. And I closed the door. Would you like to have a catch?
This is weird.
Kevin Costner, man. Check it out. But if you build it, y'all, they will come. Just got to be consistent.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We out here.
Peace out.